Le webinaire va bientôt commencer. Veuillez rester en ligne. Le webinaire va bientôt commencer. Veuillez rester en ligne. Le webinaire va bientôt commencer. Veuillez rester en ligne. Le webinaire va bientôt commencer. Veuillez rester en ligne. La diffusion vient de démarrer. Tous les participants sont en mode écoute seul.
Hello, everyone. Let me know for sure that you can hear me okay and that you can see the screen. And we're going to get started. I want to thank everybody for getting here for day 4. And I want to give you all a heads up that Eric is going to come on and give an excellent training today. So stick around. It's going to be an important class for everybody. My name is Lee Goldstein. I'm the trading director at 10 Minute Trades. I just want to do a little bit of a recap and cover a little bit on earnings before Eric gets here. So first of all, just want to find out, I hope everybody's been enjoying the training. Have you learned a lot? You know, give me a heads up that you've learned a lot. You really feel like you've gotten some good out of this. That's the whole point. The education is geared to teach you all about our system. So we love trading this way. And it's, you know, I don't sit in front of my computer all day long anymore, waiting for setups that half of the time never come. So I wanted to touch on a couple of things, just, you know, a reminder and a recap to explain the system. Don't forget that it's all about the 4 elements, the weekly schedule, which is free. You can get it on our website. Just go to the website, 10minutetrades.com, sign up for the weekly schedule by just opting in to watch the video, how to find your own 10-minute trades. If you watch that video, it'll put you on a mailing list to get the free weekly schedule. And then, of course, the DMMs, the daily market mover reports, they come out the day before the event. And they have our setup that we're going to consider trading. And it's important to understand why I say consider, because we get to the trade room. Sometimes the markets are extra volatile. Sometimes the Fed is speaking when we get there. Sometimes oil's gone down $3 and it's going to change totally the way that we might trade the oil reports. So things will change, okay? And then, of course, our JOBB software. We do have an upgrade to the software coming next, very early part of next year, right after the new year. I just got the update from our programmer, so all I have to do now is test it, make sure all the features work. We've got some updates to the trap trade. We have a new type of breakout trade that you can take. It's going to be very interesting, add a lot of new elements to the way that we trade certain reports. So I'm excited about that, to have an update to the software. So the 4 elements are the key. It's absolutely the key. And also, we're going to get into family money trades. But before that, I wanted to talk a little bit about earnings. Earnings is something that really has been important for us. And John asked a good question. Absolutely, version 10 will continue to work. We're not going to, disable. We don't disable our old versions. We just have a newer version. You can trade any version. It's no problem. Well, at 10-minute trades, we designed a method for trading stock earnings. And years ago, when we first started doing it, we were just trading about 5 or 6 major tech stocks. We traded the FANG stocks: Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google. And we noticed that obviously when earnings were released, certain time of day, there was significant movement in the futures markets, particularly the NQ. And we noticed again that there was a way that we could utilize these moves and set up really viable, profitable trades. It's funny, when we first started, we had no tools. When I say we had no tools, I would look at the charts. I didn't even realize that there was a way that I could get data in from another broker. And as the time went on, a couple of months, even a year or so, I realized that we could get a multi-broker NinjaTrader account, which we did, and that we would be able to bring data from my Thinkorswim account into my NinjaTrader account. So we found that we were able to trade stocks now and have tools that would help us make the trades. So for example, just to show you a screen of what it looked like when we were trading Facebook. So first off, the trade itself is amazing. We figured out that there are quite a few companies, big explosion in price with Facebook. That was $1,000 trade, folks, in less than 10 seconds in the market. No joke. It was real money, live money, 3 contracts, and that was trading Facebook. So we realized that, number one, I could be watching the stock on the right side of the chart, and that would be the actual stock I was watching with data from Thinkorswim coming into my NinjaTrader charts. So we had a method now to see the actual stock movement. When we first started trading futures and stocks, we were trading blind. I didn't know when the earnings came out. I didn't know how much movement there was in the stock. All we knew was that there was big movement in the futures. Now we have a much better, reliable methodology for trading the earnings. We can see the stock price move. We know when the earnings are out. And we've just got a lot of better tools. We have a website that we go to that helps us schedule our earnings trades. It's called earningswhispers.com. I highly recommend that. Certainly anybody that wants to stay with us as a member, join us as a member, learn a little bit about earningswhispers.com. It's a great website to help you to trade stock earnings. When you boot into their system, along the top, Now it's the holiday, so there's not many stocks along the top, but there will be a list of companies that are releasing their earnings over the next day or so, or the next week or so. And you can just click on it and it'll show you the last quarter when they released their earnings, what time the earnings came out, some data on the earnings, but you could simply also just click on the company and you'll get info when the earnings are by hovering over it. January 4th, the company RPM. Like I said, there's not a lot of companies right now because of the holidays. Usually it's filled all the way across. Then you click the calendar and you can go through each day. They have this little control panel. For instance, today, this is a list of all the companies that are releasing earnings. Virtually none. It's hardly any. When earnings seasons really get started, the list will be full, more than one page sometimes. So that's after the market close, which is when Nike's trading, and they have this little control panel. If you click the arrows to the left, that would show you before the market opened that day. So it's a very good website. You can go through their calendar. Friday, there's nothing. Again, because of the holiday, there's not a lot there. Next week, there's probably no earnings. But they have a calendar just like Forex Factory, and it allows you to go through the calendar and learn about all the stocks that will be releasing their earnings. And I would say now we are up to more than 30 earnings trades. We have probably about 15 really strong ones after the market close. For instance, Amazon and Meta and NVIDIA is a new one for us. Snap. Some strange companies also that we never would have thought would have really good earnings plays. Cisco has been an interesting earnings play. More and more that we're finding all the time. I think we've probably found most of the really good ones. And then we have the morning earnings trades. And yesterday we talked a little bit about range trades. The morning's earnings trades, a lot of them we set up as range trades. One of our favorite morning earnings has been Home Depot. Who would have figured that Home Depot would wind up being a great trade? And remember, we're not trading the Home Depot stock. What we're doing is we're actually trading the YM on Home Depot. And this gives you a real good idea of the way we're using our tools also. We've got Thinkorswim charts brought in, and we had our Ninja Trader charts. Right now, we're just using the Thinkorswim charts because there was a sale of the company. Thinkorswim was taken over by Charles Schwab, and they have to redo their API. So we're just using our Thinkorswim charts for helping us, which really is the same thing. It was a duplication. I'm looking forward to when they get the API because there's stock movement that I enjoyed seeing when it was brought into our Ninja charts. But essentially, we're using Thinkorswim in conjunction with Ninja Trader to watch those earnings. Home Depot, like I said, we're trading the YM. We create a range trade. And what a range trade does, as we talked about yesterday, instead of creating a bracket trade by just typing a bracket in, like say a bracket of 10, we're trading a breakout of a timed range. And it's a very, very powerful concept of what we can do with our software. And I'm going to wrap up now because Eric's ready to go. So just to finally recap the range trade and show you this last trade, the inner lines are the actual range. The outer lines are where our orders go. And we know that Home Depot is going to break out of that range and then reward us most of the time with a profitable trade because it trades in a very consistent manner when they release their earnings. Here they come. They release their earnings on time. Our stop protects us from that small downward move then there's a pop to the upside. And we traded this recent Home Depot earnings release very profitably. You could see how it explodes up through our targets, and very nice profit with all of our members in the room. Now, I'll be back in a little bit. I want to thank everybody for listening, and Eric wants to come on and give everybody a very nice training class that I'm sure you'll all enjoy. So Eric, if you're out there, you could take over.
Sure. Hey, Lee, good morning. Actually, good afternoon. How are you, Lee?
Doing good.
Hey, thanks for very much. Eric Roth here. I'm going to go ahead and take control of the screen here. So let me go ahead and do that. And I really want to thank everyone for coming today. We have an awesome audience. Lee, if you're still with me, so I heard you wrapping up on earnings. Did you do a recap kind of like of the whole, like day 1, day 2, day 3?
I did a basic recap of the system. So yes.
Okay, perfect. All right, guys. So everyone can hear me. Drop me a hello in the chat box just to let me know that you're listening to me. I'd appreciate that. Eric here, always fun to be here with you all. And yeah, let's get the party started. Lee, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead and just quickly say hello on the camera as well. Let's see if my camera loads up here. Okay. All right, guys. Eric Roth here. I just want to quickly say hello, and in the spirit of making sure that everyone feels warm and welcome, I think it's important that you get to see me. So here I am in my home office, and I actually wanted to entice everyone for staying. So that means I'm probably going to be, well, I am going to bribe you guys. So here's what I want to do, because the whole idea of the challenge, guys, is to have fun and learn and to take action, right? To sum it up. So first of all, I just want to, and if you want to also give a quick thank you to Lee. I think Lee's been doing a great job, phenomenal job of, this stuff that we're doing. It is exciting, but what makes it even more exciting is the fact that just bringing in good energy. As I said from the beginning of the challenge, my job is to be the MC. Okay, not the MC, but the master energy. And so I want to make sure that everyone is feeling really good today. So here's how I'm going to raffle off today. Okay, I have these 10-minute trade beanies. I've been trying to give away a tablet, and I know some of you guys have been doing the action steps. Not some, a lot of you, but it's kind of like a team effort, right? So we wanted, every day to have like a certain amount of people to post their action items. I have surprises, trust me. We're definitely going to be giving at least one tablet away, but just hear me out right now. Everyone who stays on with me right now, I'm actually going to be raffling off 5 of these away, okay? And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to also be covering the first $20 of shipping. So wherever you are in the world, because I don't know where you are, as long as it's less than $20, it's on the house. If it's more than that, and you end up being one of the lucky 5, which I'll announce, or I'll tell you how we're going to do that later on. Stick around, okay? If you want to win a free 10-minute trades beanie. Okay, so there's a 10-minute trades beanie giveaway. So what do I have in store for you today is a really powerful presentation, because each and every one of you guys, and I know that some of you guys are in the room with me, are folks that have, are members currently, folks that are doing the challenge, first-time challengers, folks that first time learning about appointment-based trading. And so today is a very special class that I'm going to be doing. And the highlight of the class is giving away my #1 strategy for being successful with appointment-based trades, right? And so the title, and I'm actually going to go ahead and turn my camera off. So let me go ahead and do that. And I'll come back on later. But the title for today is, how to make more trading just 10 minutes a day than most people make all week without wasting countless hours praying for setups that never happen, right? And so today, I'm going to go into the top 3 secrets about appointment-based trading, and then I'm going to go into my strategy that I think is going to be a winning strategy for folks that want to really, take advantage of everything they learned in the challenge. And I'm going to give it to you. And Lee maybe talked about it a little bit, But to sum it up, it's trading the best of the best reports. And so that's where we're going to talk about our family money trades. Okay, so let me just check in with everyone, just a quick check. Okay, Eric here. Everyone excited? Everyone excited to win a beanie? Everyone excited to possibly win a tablet? Okay, because I actually also have to go over the rules for winning the challenge, which I'll go over today. Okay, awesome. So we have a lot of folks that are excited. Hey, drop me a line really quickly. I want to know where everyone is from before I begin, so I know who I'm chatting with. Okay, and a quick hello. So thanks, guys. All right, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so again, Eric Roth here, managing partner for 10-minute trades. And in today's masterclass, this is a training that charged lots of money. I think this training is worth at least $1,000. How to make more money than most people earn a week in just 1 hour. Okay, so let's do this. And Lee, stick around because I want you coming back to show some awesome trades. Okay, so first of all, we're in day 4 of the challenge. And I'm a big believer that seeing is believing, right? That's kind of my backstory, right? You know, you could tell the world whatever you want to tell, right? But until you actually experience it, that was part of the design of this challenge. You know, you getting to test and see these trades and see that actually, you know what? It makes sense that there are actually news events that move the market, right? So let me ask you one quick question. Can you imagine if you actually learn how to do this and having the skill set to actually make, $3,900 or just $440 in seconds? And just imagine what your life would look like a year from now if you actually could just didn't spend 46 hours a day, but only were very selective and only trading maybe 1 hour a week tops. Okay, and that's part of the whole lifestyle, the whole the thing that I love most about what we do here. Okay, so I want you to imagine that, and I want to let you know that 100% you're in the right place. If you've been around the block trading this strategy, this auto trade strategy that worked for 2 weeks and now it doesn't work. If you just want to be able to understand the very simple trading concept, which I believe is, that's what really distinguishes us, is that a point-based trading, and let me just ask the group, do you guys agree, right? It's day 4 now. The whole concept of bracket trading and getting in and setting up before the news. Would you agree that it's simple to understand? Let me get a yes or no if you agree that it's not rocket science, right? What we're trying to do here, right? And so if you want to actually be in control and understand what you're doing and not just let some sort of Autobot do something and being without control, you're in the right place, okay? And so that's what I want you to take with you after today's training. I want you to really see how you could take everything you learned from today's challenge and really implement it for your own financial prosperity, okay? So thanks, Sean, for your feedback, okay? And last thing, if you hate technical analysis, that's kind of how I started, MACD, all the SMA lines, Fibonacci, you're in the right place, okay? So I don't care what your trading background is. I know many of you guys have been with us from day 1. For those popping in, if you want to stop wasting hours in front of the computer, if you want to be in control, getting in and out of the trade, and you want to be able to schedule your trades, you're in the right place, okay? So quick disclaimer, not a financial advisor, okay? Everything that we're covering today is for educational purposes, and 100%, trading is risky business, and losses can and will occur, okay? And want to make sure that you understand that you shouldn't be trading with money you can't afford to lose, ever. And then a quick earnings disclaimer. Listen, we're going to be showing you some trades of people making money, but keep in mind that just like in everything in life, right? The whole 80-20 rule, right? There's 80% of the traders that don't make any money, okay? And as you'll see later on, one of my secrets, for being successful in news trading, my personal belief is that they're not committed, right? Anything you want in life, you could achieve if you're committed, okay? And that's why when I look at folks, and I don't want to sound like a favorite to anybody, but when I look at folks that have been with us even from 10 years down the line or just from last year, it's the people like, I'll give one shout out. It's people like Langford that I see commitment on, and many others that I also want to give a shout out to, showing up and doing the work, right? So thanks, Langford, by the way, for being here. trading is risky, guys. So, okay. So bottom line, don't trade with the money you can't afford to lose. Because that's one thing that I always want to be very real about. Okay. That I don't want anyone to think that this is a get rich scheme. Absolutely not. Believe me, the emotions that come in play, okay, even though it's pretty systematic, right? Not a lot of folks can handle news trading. That's the truth, right? So I don't want you to think that it's so easy. It may look easy, and it can be easy, but it's not a get rich scheme, and there's definitely going to be learning curves. Okay, so that's what I have to say about that. And then look, I know I showed my face just to make sure that you guys could see me. But bottom line is before I go to the actual training, I want you to, you might be wondering, why should I listen to you, Eric? Why should I listen to anything that I have to say? Well, here's the quick and simple answer. My background is basically an accountant by trade. I learned about news trading over 10 years ago. And in short, my claim to fame is I took a $2,000 account in my early 20s. I took it into $20,000 in a few months implementing this program. And then I took that $20,000 and I, by investing it, not just throwing it into like a, Bitcoin or something, that roll of a dice, which you see a lot of these millennials and people that got lucky, just, one thing. No, I actually invested into myself, into businesses, and was able to acquire a nice, to achieve, financial prosperity, and live very comfortably here in South Florida. I live in a very beautiful neighborhood here in South Florida. Basically, I'm not living in a $20 million sky rise, but I live in a very beautiful home. And I was able to move a lot faster in my life and able to have the life that I want. So that's me, my wife, my kids, I gotta update that because it's amazing how they can grow between like the ages 5 through 9. Okay, there's a lot of growth there. Okay, so I love news trading, case in simple, because it allows me to teach folks and help them with their financial, helping them build a financial skill set. Which helped me personally. So for me, it's very real, because I'm telling you right now, when I look at other dads that are around my age, I'm actually in my mid 30s, good jobs, etc. The one thing that I did in my life that really, on the financial side, that really makes me stand out is I learned how to do this. I learned this skill set, and then I used the money from it to invest, and it helped me move a lot faster in life. So it gives me great passion to help others to be able to achieve the same success. Okay, and bottom line is that I actually, in total transparency, I like adrenaline. I like, a little bit of a gambler. I love news trading. For a boring dad like me, right? Who, family man who doesn't go clubbing, I love the thrill of news trading. It feels great. The adrenaline of setting up for a news to break out. Trust me, it's news trading is not boring. Okay, and like I said earlier, I really believe that news trading, appointment-based trading, is simple to learn. It's simple to understand, and that's what I love about it most. Okay. Now, today, I know some of you are asking the question, and I want to address right now. Like, Eric, this challenge is awesome, but what comes next? And so I want to let you know that today we're actually going to be presenting an opportunity to continue with us. Okay, after the challenge. Okay, so I'm going to be addressing that at the end. Okay, so thanks for the question, Mariano. Okay, so I think I addressed the why do I teach. Okay, and this is not going to be a 2-hour presentation, but I know I'm going to move a little bit faster. Okay, but bottom line is I love news trading, and so it's screenshots like this. These are real live screenshots from real JV members throughout the years, and honestly, I could show you screenshots even more, but I want to be selective to show you, I don't want to show you just the outliers of folks making, over 10 grand, but believe it or not, that's even happened too. Okay. Now, one of the things I just want to address, sometimes it kind of gets me a little bit, and I get it. Some members, sometimes people don't realize that with what we're doing, we're not a Walmart operation. We are a mom and pop operation. So the trading that we do, you trading along me is not hurting anybody. So it's not like by you, trading with us that you're going to take away a better fill. You know, being very honest, in the room right now, we have less than 100 people in the room, right? We're not planning to ever be 100 million people or 1,000. You know, we're talking about our core group, right? We have probably I would say around a few dozen to maybe 100. So it's a small boutique shop that we have here, and that's kind of the service that we provide. So you and I could both win on the same trade, okay? Now, my goal today, coming in, and this is the whole idea of this whole challenge, right? Is, you know, a lot of folks right now, the holidays, right? We have a few days from Christmas. You know, people are rushing to buy some presents, you know, materialistic stuff. My goal today is to really break down some of the secrets between news trading and show you the path forward. But I want you to invest in yourself, okay? Because when you do, I know that you'll have the opportunity to kind of share the same success story that I had, which is you'll be able to trade on a schedule, and you'll have this skill set for the rest of your life. Because the truth is that even from 12 years ago, you know, thinking about the big things that have occurred, like the economic, you know, the financial crisis of 08, the pandemic, all these ups and downs, guess what? News trading, point-based trading, this is a skill set that you'll be able to have for the rest of your life, okay? And the markets are always going to react to the news. Even in COVID, during the pandemic, it may not always be the same news. It could be the market reacting to different news, but make no mistake about it, the market reacts to news, okay? And here's the good thing, is that a lot of folks are scared when the news are around. They kind of shy away, but we actually, and thanks to the team here at 10 Minutes Trades, you know, we don't just flip a coin, we do a lot of research. So by being able to learn this skill set, you'll have an edge over 99% of traders who are reactive, okay? A lot of folks are waiting for the news to come out and then they're reactive. You know, we're actually proactive, and we get in ahead of the news, okay? So why trade the news? I think I covered this in length, but in short, my number one reason is because the news trading is quick, right? You could get on with your life. You don't have to be sitting in front of a computer all day long, and it's easy to understand, okay? And what I love about it, and this is where you'll see I'll deviate from the slides a little bit, because I'll give you the spin, and I'll give you the real spin, is that think about this, right? When you look outside, if you're commuting to work, you know, talking to folks, people are consumed with the news. But how many people actually profit from the news? And that's where you're going to be different. So it's amazing to me how folks could like literally be on their TVs all day long, listening to whoever they want to listen to, a cable news, right? And they don't profit from it, right? So they're wasting all this time and energy and learning about what's happening with the Fed and this and that. And my question is, and that's where my posture is. I'm an entrepreneur, right? I'm all about you know, being successful financially and creating success. How does it benefit, you know, you, right? And so I want to show you how you can take advantage and make money from the news. Okay, does that sound fair enough? Who likes that idea, right? Who likes tell me if you resonate with that concept, right? You know what? Instead of just being a consumer of the news, making money on the news. Isn't that an interesting concept? Let me know. Give me a yes if that makes sense to you. Okay. And give me a heck yeah if you're ready to start making money on the news. Okay. So awesome. Thanks, Joseph and Rajit. All right. So this is actually a really cool part of my presentation, because this, I think, really helps to break away some of the myths about news trading. And so the 3 secrets about news trading. Okay. And number 1, news trading is as safe or safer than most other day trading strategies, okay? If you have, of course, our software, right, our JB software, our equalizer. Secret number 2, fast trades can actually work in your favor more often than not. And then secret number 3, it's not only possible to compete with HFT traders, it's possible to beat them at their own game. So these are 3 secrets that I want to go into a little bit before I get into family money trades, and before I wrap up and share with you the opportunity to move forward, okay? So secret number 1, what this really hits on, and I want you to understand that a lot of folks in the trading arena, they've been taught like I've been taught, Okay, I'm going to be very honest with you. When I was learning technical analysis, the trader that taught me, he actually, that was a rule. You don't trade the news. Okay, and you'll see, even right now, the brokers are making it more challenging, where there's certain rules about certain instruments, you're having higher margin. There's just a negative vibe for news trading in terms of it being risky. And now, why is that, right? For the average trader, right? If they're not even aware of these reports coming out, let's just say you're learning technical analysis and you're chart trading, okay? If you're not aware of the news, and you're just going purely on the candle movement, you could get caught by surprise by not even realizing that a news event is coming out. And so a lot of folks, when they see the reaction to the news and they can see how big of a reaction it is, for the average person that doesn't know what they're doing, you better believe that news trading could definitely be very, very dangerous. And I actually use the word dangerous. It can be, okay, if you don't know what you're doing. But when I actually look back and I try to be very holistic about it, not holistic, when I try to be very balanced, right? I believe that secret number one, news trading is as safe or safer than most other day trading strategies, okay? And the reason why I say that is because when you look at other day trading strategies, right, I don't see how news trading is any more risky, okay? I honestly believe that that's actually a misnomer, and for good reason, because guess what? We're a small group here, okay? A lot of folks they're gonna internalize that and be scared, but when you actually are disciplined and actually do research to understand that, you know what, in the market, not every, there isn't this randomness. There's actually historical data. There's actually good patterns. And that's what we do here at 10-Minute Trades, right? We develop the software, okay, the JB software, and one of the things I missed this part, which I have to talk about right now, is that if you're going to trade the news, right? Think about this. We're in 2023, going to 2024. When I first started it 10 years ago, right, or even going back, further than that, we didn't have all these, we didn't have all these amazing technologies to be able to get in and out of a trade automatically, right? So if you're going to execute a trade manually in news trading, you better believe it that that's nerve-wracking as hell, and that there's a good chance you're going to goof because it's very stressful. And that's why one of the big reasons why I believe how we handle news trading is way safer, or just as safe, is because we use tools. We're using technology, right? So our JB software, okay, our JOBB news trading software, which, by the way, we actually are about to release a new update, which is going to be included in what I'm going to be sharing with you later today, which is really exciting, right? It helps to take away that stress of executing a trade. It helps to remove those manual errors. So that's 100% a game changer. A game changer. That's how, when you think about us being pioneers in the game, if it wasn't for the software, then 100%. I would say that I would have to agree with the consensus, but because of the fact that we're using technology and tools, I believe that if you have the JV software, the equalizer, then news trading is absolutely as safe or safer, okay, than most other trading strategies. Now, the next thing that kind of people get scared away from news trading is slippage, okay? If you've traded before, then you know that there's going to be times where you're taking a trade and you wanted to buy oil at one price, and guess what? There was slippage. There was so much movement or lag that you couldn't get in until a later price. Okay, and I'm going to tell you right now, I've been hurt by slippage. Okay, and a lot of people, that fear of losing money because of slippage, they'll have that as their number one objection for why they'll never news trade. But here's the reality, guys. I've been doing this for over 10 years, and even this very year, it happens very often. There's also positive slippage. Okay. But before I even talk about positive slippage, what I want you to understand is that, and I have my hands open. Maybe I'll put my camera up for this. Okay. All right. So just to let you know here. I'm going to pop in every once in a while. I could literally count on both of my hands how many times I've had like a really, really nasty slippage slippage event. Okay, it happens, right? It's part of why we in our bankroll management that we account for that. And so I'm telling you that slippage is part of the game, but I'm talking about a nightmare slippage event. It doesn't happen often, and I'll go into what I mean in just a second. Okay. So what do I mean by that, right? Well, I'll give you a very concrete example. Let's say you're starting off with trading one contract. You have a $5,000 account, or maybe you're trading on a prop account, okay? And you're only willing to risk $150, okay? That's how much you have your stop for, right? When I showed my two hands, there are times in news trading where even though you were hoping your stop is $150, where it could blow through your stop, and not only lose $150, but lose a little bit more than that, right? And so the worst case of that is when you have a double stop or a triple stop, and that's what I meant by counting my hands. It's something that's very rare. It's something that can happen, and that's something that a reason why a lot of folks are scared of the big bad wolf, right? But what they don't realize is that it just like anything in life, there's going to be obstacles, but you know what? There's also some positives too, and Lee could give you many examples of positive slippage that we had too. So yes, the slippage exists. We're not saying that it doesn't. It does. But you want to know something? There's positive slippage, and not only that, it's rare. The slippage that people are very worried about, it happens very rarely, and also with good bankroll management principles, it's something that shouldn't be a factor in stopping you from being successful, bottom line. Okay, so that's secret number 2. Now, secret number 3, okay, so I went over the good slippage, bad slippage, right? Good slippage, there's so many times where Lee has a trade where he has a target of, let's say, 20 ticks. Holy crap, he just made 40 ticks, okay? So it goes both ways, and that's something that people don't realize, okay? All right, and also, on that same note, right, is that fast trades can actually work in your favor more often than not, okay? And that's I made that point number 1 where people are scared about fast trades, and the truth is that with news trading, yes, the trades are fast, but you know what? They can definitely be profitable, as we've proven time and time again, okay? So here's number 3, secret number 3, and this is actually, I think maybe there's 4 secrets here. This point here, it's a metaphor that I want everyone to really understand, is that when you learn how to news trade, right, just like driving a car, okay, if you actually look at our logo for our Trade Life Challenge, it's actually a picture of a steering wheel. So speaking of cars, actually Lee knows this. Yesterday I got the wifey a brand new car, and I'm not saying that to just because we're talking about cars. And she happened to get a very nice Lexus SUV. In case you're wondering what kind of car I got my wife for the holidays. When it comes to news trading, right, you have to have good discipline, and you have to be serious about it, right? And so the example that I want to talk to you about, it's about trading and actually driving, right? So here in the US, right, to pass your driver's license test, right, it's not such a lengthy process, right? Yes, you have to take a permit, right, a written exam, and yes, you do have to go and take a road test, but that's pretty much it. In Germany, right, the Autobahn, to be able to drive on the highway, you better believe that it's a long process. It's not so easy. It could take many, many months, okay? And that's really my point here, is that with news trading, it's the same level of commitment. It's the same level of seriousness to bring to the table. So in many ways, I think I love the Autobahn example, because it's rather than just jumping into a car and driving, we take that approach with news trading, where folks need to take the time, like you are today, to learn, to practice on sim, okay? And that's where news trading can be an amazing, amazing opportunity for folks who actually take it very seriously. Now, I just want to pause here for a second, and I want to thank, I'm seeing so many more people jump in now. And so for those of you who are with us right now, going into our last few secrets before I get into my number one, my number one way for you to be successful with news trading, okay? So just a short story on the Autobahn, okay? Statistically, the Autobahn, okay, it's actually safer than most other roads in Germany, despite the higher limits, right? So that's really the takeaway from this, is that people are scared of fast trades, right? But just like some people might be scared to drive in the Autobahn, where people drive very fast, and that's because they take driving seriously. And here are 10-minute trades. Guess what? We take trading seriously. Okay, so that's secret number 2, is that fast trades can actually work in your favor more often than not. Okay, now secret number 3. Okay, and this has to do with beating the robots, right? I just want to let you know, for folks of you that are doing technical analysis, who are doing some sort of SMA, Fibonacci, I want to be honest with you, right? It's here now. We're in the digital age, the AI age, and I'm telling you that's a tough one, because these robots, especially with what you see right now with artificial intelligence, it's hard to beat them at their game. But I want to tell you that with what we do, it's very possible to beat them at their own game, okay? And case in point is that news trading is simple and straightforward. So we're not trying to beat a robot and being better than crossing, entering in when the MACD crosses this, etc., right? News trading is simple, right? We get our brackets ready before the news event comes out. We're not fortune tellers. We do our homework. We figure out what the proper bracket distance is, right? And so it's simple, it's straightforward. We're not competing with robots to do deep technical analysis, okay? So, and this is actually a little aside, right? I'm very serious about right now, this whole AI revolution. It's very real. Actually, I'm a big fan of how you can use AI in a positive way, okay? But I'm telling you right now, for your trading, it's a big wake-up call, okay? I don't care if you're more old school, etc. Just know this, that it's, if you're doing something that we're competing against an AI robot, it's very hard to compete. And I'm happy to say that what we do here with news trading, not only can we beat them, we are beating them, and we do it every single day, because we're not trying to compete with them on the technical side. We're competing. We're basically just taking advantage of a fundamental, simple, straightforward trading system. Okay, so here we are, guys. Day 4. For some of you, this might be your first opportunity to really explore point-based trading, and I think it's time for you to ask yourself: is it time for a change? Okay, whether you're familiar with news trading, as we get into the end of the year, that's why we're doing this session right now, because I really want to challenge you. I want to ask you: have you been successful with the way that you've been trading? Are you comfortable with just throwing in your money into a fund and hoping that 10 years later that it's going to be more positive? Or do you want to start taking control and being able to learn how to implement news trading the right way? Okay, so here's kind of the fork in the road, okay? And by the way, just to make the whole AI case, in 2000, Goldman Sachs had over 500 men and women on their equity trading floor. These days, there are 497 of them got replaced by robots, okay? And right now, we are definitely living the AI age. And so the whole point of this is not to scare you, but just to be real, that, you know what, you never know. In your career, in your profession, there might be another skill set that you need to build. And so fortunately, we have one that we've been doing successfully for the last 10 years. And there are, how many backup plans are there that you can earn $3,900 in just 2 minutes, right? Not too many. So I think I made the point about why I love news trading so much. I didn't go into my story today, but I definitely went into my story earlier this week. And, for me, news trading and my devotion to news trading, I love it because when you're able to make a couple $100 on a trade versus spending 10 hours working a whole day that's when you really, you definitely fall in love with news trading. Okay. So who's ready to, in 2024, to gain back that extra 3 to 5 hours a day, instead of wasting time in front of the computer, so that you could focus? And that's my main point. I don't want anyone to think that they have to, this is it. You're going to become a news trader. I want a lot of our folks in our room, whatever your passion is, I went to school for accounting. I enjoy risk management. I still do risk management consulting. I'm involved in some other ventures too on the investment side. But I love news trading because I'm able to do it, and then I'm able to go to my other hobbies. And so that's the whole beautiful thing about news trading, is that you're able to control your schedule and then get into the stuff that you love. Okay. So I know right now, very tough times economically, and folks are looking for a way out. Folks are you might be, living paycheck to paycheck, and this is one step that you could make to help yourself to be able to travel more and experience new things by developing this skill set. Okay. So hopefully you could, if you see why I love news trading, I want to ask you, I would like to ask you, how would you like to work with me directly? Okay, put that in the chat right now. Type yes if you think, if you would like to work with me directly, so I could help you start seeing results sooner than later. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So here's the question, guys. Okay. I've got something that could really help you. Okay. It's not free though. And before I get your feedback, okay, if you're not interested right now, like if you've done the challenge or if you heard me today and you're not interested, you could stop right here. Okay. You don't have to, I don't want to waste your time if you don't want to hear this opportunity that I have to share with you. Okay. But if you do want me to share the opportunity to move forward with us for the new year, then I want you to just let me know that you're open. Say, Eric, show me what you got. Okay. Say yes. Okay. In the chat box. Let me know. Okay. So build some suspense, right, guys? So I'm going to share with you guys what we have in store. But this is the part where, Lee, I'd like to bring you back on. And, let's just, try to do a shorter version of this. We're probably going to run till about 1:30. But this is the #1 secret for being successful in point-based trading, and that's our family money trade, right? So, Lee, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Lee. So, Lee, I always like to give you the credit because I believe you coined the term family money trade. So I'll tell folks the quick story, but I want to let you kind of give your spin. And do you want to also show some trades too?
Yeah, sure. You want to do that
now? Yeah. So before I pass the screen to you, Lee, so the quick, and maybe we'll spend like maybe five minutes here, Lee, on the family money trades. My claim to fame, I mentioned how I took 2K to 20K. It wasn't by trading every single report that comes out. It was by trading the best of the best reports. And I didn't realize I was doing that, but that's what I was. I was trading heavier on the best of the best reports. So Lee, over the years when Lee, you came on, we call them the prime trades, kind of like a spin-off like Amazon Prime, like the prime trades or like a prime stake, right? You came on and, you have 2 kids similar to me, Lee, and you brought another concept to it, and you want to share with the group what that was?
Sure. So I would always be emailing and talking to my daughter about trading and what was going on in the trade room. She was always interested in hearing what was going on. And I always talked to her about, well, why don't you let me trade some of your money on some of the best trades? So I started thinking about my favorite trades and what they were. And we just came up with, well, this is a trade I'd trade my family's money on. And that's essentially how I came up with the idea. So if it was a trade that I thought was good enough to trade my family's money on, we would give it that moniker, the family money trade. And that's where we are today. So, that's how it started. It started sort of as a light joking kind of thing, but it's become very serious now because they are the best of the best trades.
And Lee, you know what I realized? I think I'm going to hold off on showing some of those family money trades until later, if that's okay with you. Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay. Just because I want to be respectful. I know a lot of folks are interested in knowing, Eric, what's the opportunity, but then we'll show a couple of family money trades. So Lee, thank you for that. All right. So let me ask you a question right now. maybe you're feeling like this, man, so much information from today, from the last 4 days. And I don't want you to feel like that, right? Because I want to ask, how has your life changed if you could make more in 1 hour than most people make all week, right? And those are the family money trades that I mentioned and that Lee's going to show you later on, okay? So because we want to start off the new year with a bang, right? And we want everyone to be part of something that we just started. Okay, we actually kicked this off in Thanksgiving week, right? It's our brand new 10-Minute Trades Pro membership, right? So the backdrop is a lot of you in the challenge, who've done the challenge. Let's say we're on a step ladder. We went from step 1 to step 2, and to get to step 10, we put together a brand new 10-Minute Trades Pro membership, okay? And it's a phenomenal package, and I'm going to show you everything that it has that's included in it, okay? And this isn't for the masses. This is for everyone who's here with us today. Being very honest, we're going to do something for New Year's, but the opportunity to come in now is going to be a very special price just for this group here. So you're definitely going to be rewarded for being with us today, okay? So you obviously committed to be a successful trader. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here spending an hour with us. You wouldn't be here these last couple of days, okay? If you could use the same hour that you used to do in 30 days, what could you do with all that extra time? I shared with you my story, and hopefully for those of you who are spending hours in front of the computer, I really hope that this hits you like a brick, because I want you to make sure that you're being respectful. Time is so precious, okay? So this 10-Minute Trades Pro program, this 10-Minute Trades Pro membership program, the first thing that includes is our 10-Minute Trades Quick Start, okay? So even if you've done the challenge or didn't do the challenge, we have a membership area. Inside our membership area, we have a whole series of short videos where you could get started, learn how to put our software. You don't have to watch, 5 one-hour trainings. There's like maybe a bunch of 10-minute videos that Lee and I have put together, and it's available on our membership site. Okay, so that's our 10-Minute Trades Quick Start. Also included in our 10-Minute Trades Pro membership are the daily market movers. Okay, so these are our PDFs. These are like one of the staples of people who don't even trade our program. They love them because they're PDF reports that are emailed to you 24 hours in advance. They tell you all the new trades that we're going to be setting up, the exact settings that we're going to put into our software. So our daily market movers, this is something that's worked on directly by Jay Offner, okay, one of my co-founder of 10-Minute Trades. He's the mastermind behind the JV software. So even though you don't see him, behind the scenes, he's working on these diligently. That's what his sole job is to make sure that we have good DMMs. And then of course we have a team, Chantal and Lee, that actually do verify and research. So there's a lot of work that goes behind these DMMs. You better believe it. Our Pro Trade Room subscription, right? So in the spirit of transparency, we don't just give you the software and give you the PDFs. We actually trade live in front of your face. To me, this is like the one of my favorite things about the 10-Minute Trades Pro membership. That includes our Pro Trade Room. This is the hub. This is where you're going to get connected with other traders every single day and hang out with Lee for hours, okay? And it's for fun too, right? Even though we're trading in less than 10 minutes a day on a bunch of these trades, it's being able to hang out, being able to really prepare and know that you're not alone when you're trading. You're trading with the community. You're trading with folks that want you to win and celebrate together. Okay, so our Pro Trade Room subscription will be there. Now, our JV software, version 10, we're going to be making some announcements too about our version 11 that's coming out. It's going to be included. If you go on our website, the only way to get a license to this currently, it's a $10,000 price tag, believe it or not. But we're going to include this into our package, and I'm going to promise you that it's going to be a lot less than that. So just stick around to hear the total price. Our trap trade software, right? So I talked a lot about slippage today. One of the things I forgot to mention is that, whenever there's an obstacle or a problem, usually there's an opportunity. So that's actually our trap trade software. It's a totally different software where we actually take advantage of trades that we know are more prone for slippage, are more prone to do a whipsaw, and we're able to capitalize in those movements too. Okay, so that's a $5,000 value. So our JB software and then our trap trade software. Now, our family money trades that Lee's going to show you at the end here, these are our best of the best reports. These are the trades that you're willing to trade with, your family's hard-earned money. You're willing to have your brother, your sister trade because that's how much you believe in these trades. Okay, these are trades that we treat differently than the rest of the trades. We call them out on our weekly schedules. We put FMT from family money trades, and so in 2024, when we do pro trade room sessions, we have a little bit more. We go into it more. We prep more, and so as part of this 10-Minute Trades Pro program, our 10-Minute Trades Pro membership, you're going to get all of our family money trade workshops included, okay, as part of your membership, okay? And then for the earnings, please start off with the earnings. Those are usually separate items. These are all going to be bundled into our 10-Minute Trades Pro membership, so you don't have to spend $2,000 for the workshops or $2,000 for the family money trade workshops. And then last but not least, the last bonus is that you're going to get a VIP Black card. As you know, we're very big into challenges. So for a whole 2024, and as long as you're an active 10-Minute Trades Pro member, you're going to get free invitations to all of our challenges as a VIP, which means you're going to get the recordings for all of our future challenges and current challenges as well. That's a $5,500 value. Okay. And guys, maybe I should have said this from the start. It's the holidays. I know right now, folks are struggling, and so Lee actually, I have to tell, Lee really behind the scenes, he said, Eric, let's do something that we've never done before. And so it's very simple, guys. We want you to become our 10-Minute Trade Pro members, and the way it works is very simple. It's just $247, okay, to start, okay, and it's kind of similar to my journey. When I started off, the first thing that I did is I bought a Ninja Trader license. I did a quarterly license, and that's kind of how this is set up. Okay, it's something that auto renews every 3 months. And so for $247 a month, if you're really serious about trading, if you're really serious about point-based trading and futures trading, I could promise you're not going to find another program out there that's going to have that much value. And it's just very simple. It's $247. It renews every 3 months, and you have the flexibility of canceling. Okay, but we want to make sure that when you sign up, that you're at least going to give it 90 days. And so think about that. We sign up today, you're setting yourself up for success the first quarter of 2024, right? You sign up today, you're going to have, pretty much all of January, February, and almost all of March, and you're going to be making a commitment, okay, just like I did when I first started over 10 years ago. And then that's it. You become a member, and you're going to be part of an awesome group, okay? And that's, basically a total value of $18,931, okay? The quick start, the DMMs, the pro trade room, the software, the trap trade, the family money trade workshops, the trade earning workshops, and then our VIP Black card. All of that, $18,931 for just one payment of for just $247 to start. And one of the things I'm going to let you know after I go over the guarantee is that I want to make sure that there's no, people don't have any excuses whatsoever. So here's what I'm going to do, and Lee's going to be very happy about this because this is also feedback that Lee has given me, my right-hand man, to make sure that it's super simple. So there's two guarantees, and first of all, when you go to the the website www.protradenow.com, you'll see that the 247 is what's front and center, but there actually is going to be another opportunity to save additionally and signing up for our annual offer. Okay, so there's going to be you could do $247 quarterly, which is basically every 3 months, or you could do a $797 annually. So for the guarantee, my first guarantee is that my bend over backwards guarantee, 30-day guarantee. So if you do the quarterly license, if you give it your shot over the next 30 days, okay, any problems you have, I'll make sure to bend over backwards and to help you, and Lee will be there to help you as long as you're trying. If you get stuck on the software, if you get stuck on anything that you need assistance on, we're going to bend over backwards, okay? And you have 30 days when you sign up for the 30-day for the quarterly license. Our guarantee number 2 is our 100% 100-day guarantee. So this is for folks that sign up for our annual offer. I'm a big believer in making commitments, okay? And I believe that if you commit yourself for 100 days, you could achieve anything. So for our guarantee number 2, okay, so this was a slide for bend over backwards, which I spoke to, right? If you get stuck at all, I'm going to bend over backward. Lee's going to do the same. I'll work with you one-on-one in the trading room. We're going to help you. For the action back guarantee, this is if you're doing the annual license, make it very simple. As long as you stay the course for 100 days, I see that you have engagement, that you're joining the trade room, okay? At the end of 100 days, if you're not 100% satisfied, and if you're not, after putting all the work, we're no hassles about it. We're gonna give you a refund guarantee as well. Okay, as long as you show up and engage and actually show that you've actually taken some action steps. Okay, so that's it, guys. I'm taking all the risk on me. You have no excuses. You have nothing to lose. You can get started right now for just $247. Okay, and you're going to be part of our Pro Trade Room membership. Now, I see questions coming in, and I'm going to address all of those. Okay. But I just want to tell you that this opportunity, okay, this is a great opportunity for folks who are doing the challenge, for folks that are not part of who are not members yet. And then I'm going to get to how this is a perfect opportunity for folks who are currently members and they're expiring or just want to renew and take advantage of this special offer. Okay, so I'll address that. Okay, but here's the bottom line. You need the family money trades. Okay, you need the live news trading room. You need the JV software, the equalizer. And then honestly, guys, you need a mentor who cares about you and seeing you succeed, okay? And I know that Lee, okay, he cares about each and every one of you. It's why he shows up every day as our leader in the trade room. And I care about you too. And to me, I feel fulfilled when I see members succeeding with our program. And I really do, okay? So, yeah, this system is designed to help you to get to the next level. Okay, we put everything that we have to offer into this program, and I believe that you can be very successful and reduce your work week to just 1 hour a week when it comes to trading with our program. So here's our guarantee, our 2 options, right? Okay, option 1 is to do nothing. Okay, even though you're backed by a little correction there, either our 30-day guarantee if you're doing the quarterly, or a 100-day guarantee if you're doing the annual, or if you make a small investment, $247, right? It's not a very big investment. And look, I'm not special. My background, risk professional, I stumbled upon news trading 12 years ago, and now I'm just a couple of steps ahead of you, okay? And yes, I'm in my mid-30s, so some of you are like, oh, you're young, I promise you, if I can do this, you can do it too. Jay and Lee are both older than me. And we have folks that are from all backgrounds. Okay, it's not just, a lot of folks think that it's just like a certain demographic. We have, we have dads, we have moms, we have grandmas, granddads, people from different cultures, people from the islands, from Africa, from Europe. Okay, you know what the people have in common? It's you gotta have trust in yourself. You gotta have the confidence and courage, and we're here to support you. Okay, so with that. I'll kind of skip over some of these slides here. But I'll tell you that, the $247, at the start, it's not about the $247. It's about what is this going to cost you if you decide to pass on this, right? So much success in my case, it's not the $20,000, but it's actually the 6 figures, 7 figures total wealth that I built, through my investments that I made through trading, right? So with that, let me go ahead and clarify the question. So first of all, it's not $247 a month, okay? This is $247 for a 3-month license, okay? So it's kind of like a quarterly license. So it's less than $97 a month to if you do the math, okay? It's a great savings. For those of you that are already on a membership and are thinking that you want to do this instead, what you can do is you could upgrade to this, Okay, you could upgrade to this and then send us a note saying, hey, I just signed up for this new membership, and we'll pause whatever existing membership you have. Okay, so that's the way that we'll handle that. And then, yeah, 30-day money back guarantee, www.protradenow.com. And actually, let me go ahead and show you how the website looks. Okay, so 1 second here. So here's everything you're going to get. I'm going to go scroll from the top, and make sure you put www. I'm actually going to put this in the chat. I put the long link in just in case. Okay, so the short link is www.protradenow.com, but I give you the long link just in case. And I'm seeing a lot of questions. A lot of folks are very interested. So it's $247 to start, and to be clear, it auto renews every 3 months. Okay. Okay, there we go. It auto renews every 3 months. And we keep it very simple, guys. Okay, so for 3 months, you're gonna have all this and all this value. And oops, don't want to show all my personal information there, but all good. Now, when you sign in to when you say yes, okay, you'll have an option to also choose an annual option as well. Okay, so our annual option is $797. So for folks that have been with us historically, we know that that's a discounted price. And then also, I'm gonna actually reward folks that stay past their first 247. Excuse me, that stay past the 30 days. Then after the guarantee, I'm gonna send you some free swag as well. Now, speaking of swag, Lee, I know you're waiting patiently to show folks some family money trades. Let me go ahead and just quickly come on camera for another second. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Today, I'm going to be going over the action item for today's challenge. And the first 5 people that are going to be posting in the group the challenge, the action step, I'm gonna go ahead and like I said before, I'm willing to ship this out. I'll cover the first $20. If it happens to be more than that, then we'll discuss if you want me to still ship this out, if you want to cover it. Okay, so that's what we'll do. I guess the action step I'll go over in just a moment, okay? But Lee, come on for a second. Are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
So I know you've probably been monitoring the questions. I honestly don't even know if we need to show the family money trades, to be honest with you. Are there any questions that you think that we should address that you've seen come in?
Yeah, there's just a couple of questions I wanted to address if I can take the time. So quickly.
Sure.
People often say, well, I just don't have any money. Well, first of all, if you don't have any money, you're not going to be trading. So if you have no money, maybe you should be, watching Netflix or something, in all seriousness. But you cannot have a lot of money in trade, right? If you don't have a lot of money, there's things you can do. You can get a Ninja Trader funded account for $50. And as long as you talk to the broker when you set up that account, you can keep it as a SIM account for as long as you want. And the only fee you're going to have to pay is for data, which is about $12 a month. So not having money is not really a total excuse if you really want to learn. So keep that in mind. If you don't have a lot of money, and I'm teasing about Netflix, but you have to be willing to spend something to make something. So you can get a Ninja Trader account very expensively, so ninjatrader.com. Secondly, you can also get what's called a prop account. A prop account, prop accounts, their attraction is they tell you you can trade other people's money. Obviously, it takes a lot of practice and skill, but a prop account gives you a Ninja Trader account that you can trade at no cost except for what it costs to be in the prop account system. And it can range anywhere between $47 a month, $20 a month, depending which company. We recommend Top Step and Buell Knox because they let you trade the news. We're not recommending Apex. They don't let you trade the news. Those are 2 ways without a lot of money you can get involved, learn, and not spend money while you're learning. So just keep that in mind. And then I'll do a little bit on the family money trades. Eric, you want me to do that?
Oh, you mean to show the family money trades?
Yeah, do you want me to show any, or do you want me to just?
No, I actually, you know what I think I want to do instead? I think what we'll do is, because I want to make sure that, and I know, right, even myself, there's only so much you can handle. Let's keep that for suspense for day 5 of the challenge, because I want to talk about, winning the challenge and a whole bunch of stuff. But the bottom line is that today, is that okay with you, Lee?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, perfect. So first of all, I want to thank you, because everyone who's with us right now, if you're listening to me right now, I know that whether you're currently a member, wanting to be a member, we designed this program to be beneficial for everybody. This includes folks that have been with us from the very beginning. We had in the very early days some special licenses. I mean, the bottom line is, and Lee, just to let you know, you're still with us. The bottom line is that come 2024, the only folks that are going to be in our trade room are folks that are currently active subscribers to our pro trade room or have this new membership. So this is definitely something that everyone should take advantage of. Okay, so look, today was kind of our graduation day. Let me go over the action steps, because tomorrow is going to be a celebration. Tomorrow, I'm actually flying to Canada tonight with my family. And normally my favorite part of the challenge is day 5. That's our celebration. So tomorrow, Lee's going to actually announce the winner of the challenge. And normally what we do is we have folks post a kind of a transformation video from their experience. I'm gonna lighten things up. Okay, so for today, the action item, which I'll actually pull up 1 second. If we go by the book here. Okay, so for today's action item, it's actually to post a good trade from the calendar, which Lee taught everybody, right? Lee, you taught about folks how to go into Forex and how to. Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's all right. Listen, I'm gonna stick to the script. So that's what I want everyone to do. And the first 5 people to do that, like I said, the offer of to mail you the hat. I'm gonna go ahead and mail you the beanie, up to $20. It's on me. Other than that, so that's the action step for today. Now for tomorrow, it's not just about winning a beanie. Okay, tomorrow, what we also want you to do, this is tomorrow, is we're gonna have some fun tomorrow. So tomorrow we're gonna announce the winner of the challenge, and I don't think a lot of people even realize what the winner gets. So tomorrow we're gonna be raffling off away a 1 tablet guaranteed. Okay, so that's gonna be an awesome, for those who show up, we're going to raffle off a tablet. And it's not going to be a raffle. Lee's actually going to be, he knows who's been engaging, who's been posting. So we're going to select the winner to our challenge. And then we're also going to be giving away a very special prize that's worth at least $1,000, if not more, okay, in terms of a membership, special membership. So that's what you have in store tomorrow by showing up live. So Lee's going to give at least one person an awesome prize. Just in time for Christmas, gonna give away an iPad or some sort of tablet that that we could secure for the holidays. Okay, so either an Amazon Fire tablet or an iPad, and we're gonna be giving away special membership. So Lee, you have tomorrow. You're gonna be the Santa tomorrow. Okay, that tomorrow's gonna be our celebration day, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. Lee's actually gonna dive deeper into family money trades tomorrow, and go into more of a Q&A for the opportunity for folks who are still not sure about whether this is the right thing. So that's what we have in store tomorrow. Anything else, Lee, that I missed?
One question, Eric, just a little bit of confusion about the money, maybe. I mean, I think I have an idea. So someone who's doing the 30-day software trial, it then turns into the 97 a month. So they're asking, what do they do if they want the 247?
Yeah, it's a great question. Well, it's a great question. And actually, it's such a great question because I forgot to make the point. Okay, so for some of you who sign up for a VIP, that means that you already have a 30-day trial to our software, and that's going to auto renew to $97 a month. If you would prefer to be on this 247 or 797 yearly membership, it's very simple. When you sign up, you just reply into saying, hi, hi, I just signed up and I'm currently on a trial for this. and we'll automatically go ahead and pause it. Now we actually look out to do that for you, even if you didn't say anything. But just to be extra careful, if you know you're on a 30-day trial for something else, or let's say you are currently on a $97 a month program right now, or you could sign up for this and let us know as well, and we have a dedicated billing team that's going to go ahead and pause that. So just to be clear, one more time, www.protradenow.com. It's going to be $247 for a 3-month license that auto renews, or you could upgrade, or you could choose the yearly option, which is I believe $797 if I'm not mistaken. A one-time payment. It's a nice savings. And then if you have our other membership by signing up for this, we'll go ahead and pause your other one. And this is all around a knockout. There's something that I have to give Lee credit, right? We wanted to do something special for the holidays. And so, Lee, did that address that?
Yeah, that's good. Excellent.
Okay. So thank you all so much for being here. I want to make sure that everyone definitely bookmarks www.protradenow.com. Okay, go there, sign up. This so you don't have to, one less thing you have to worry about during Christmas week, right? Invest in yourself. That was my goal from the start. And then show up tomorrow for our celebration day. Lee's going to be, Lee, it's your, I will try to jump in because I'm going to be in Canada tomorrow. But Lee's going to announce one winner for our tablet, and then he's going to announce one winner. And I'll actually for a special membership that's easily worth over $1,000 tomorrow, our celebration day. And he's going to go way deeper into family money trades and really show you real life family money trades, which we didn't have time to do today because I want to make sure that we were respectful for everyone's time. Okay, so let me come on camera one more time.
Eric, is the website ready where you could show people where they get the annual? Because there's a little confusion, it seems, out there.
Yeah, sure. Well, give me 1 second, Lee. Let me show that before I go. Okay. So after you fill in the form, which is on the page, that's probably what the confusion is. It's right over here. Okay. So after you fill in the form, okay, it's either, it'll give you an option. Then you'll get to select. You get to select either $247 every 3 months or $797 for a full year. It's yearly. Okay. So you'll see a form there after you put in your information. Then you'll have the opportunity to put in which one you want to do, and then you put your credit card information in. Lee, thanks for pointing that out. Okay. All right, guys. So thanks everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. We're going to be back here at noon tomorrow, and it's going to be our celebration day. We're going to be giving away a tablet. We'll announce the winners of the free hats too. So we'll probably have like 7 winners tomorrow between the tablet, the grand prize, which is actually getting a really cool membership, and then five winter beanies as well. So Lee, you have a lot of homework to do. You got 7 winners to pick for tomorrow. How does that sound?
That's
yes?
Great. Awesome. Okay.
All right, Lee. So thank you very much, guys. We'll see you back tomorrow. And I just want to say, this is a no-brainer. Invest in yourself. I can't wait to personally invite you into our Pro Trade Room, our 10-minute trades pro membership. It's kind of a brand new thing that we just kicked off this November. So be a part of it. And we can't wait to see every single one of you guys with us. This is Eric saying goodbye, and we'll see you tomorrow for our celebration day, day number 5. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.